Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Late for the Party. I am your host, Melodious, aka Coverboy, the Modern Marvel. That's right, also known as the Madman Harry LaBrea, aka Mr. Nefarious. Yes, or Mr. Heinous. I love that shit. But either way, y'all, what is good, man? I am back. I've been on hiatus for a little bit, just trying to get all this technology stuff and whatnot all together, and trying to set up all the video stuff for, like, I call at my home base known as Studio 1. So right now I'm at Studio 2, which honestly is technically how I got started in the beginning, but I called it Studio 2 in my mind. But here I am right now, so I can just bring back the content that I haven't really been doing. So either way, plus, you know, it's just to get it out there. But like always, you guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and support the podcast. But we're going to get into it in my mind and the YouTube channel, I forgot. But also we're gonna get into a conversation, or basically an in my mind segment about the Mandalorian, and also about my boy. They brought back my boy Boba Fett. That's right. If anybody who hasn't been watching Mandalorian, man, I'm sorry, you guys need to catch up, because that's probably the best show out there right now, to me personally. I think it's the best stuff on TV right now. I can't even front. I can't even complain, honestly. Because when you really think about it, like, all the stuff that's been going on the show and whatnot, man, dude, it is great. I wish they would have thought about this stuff more so than normal about the movies and whatnot, but honestly, it's like, I can't really even knock on it right now, but I'm actually glad that they're actually doing something about it. But there's just so much now, and so much ground that you can actually cover with all the shows and with everything that they're doing. I mean, and I think this season, for season 2 right now, is starting to really branch off to explore more. It's kind of like what they did with Iron Man, and how Iron Man kind of like stemmed how you saw Nick Fury, and then Nick Fury kind of stemmed everything from all the other movies, and, like, you know, that eventually we were gonna get the Avengers, and how 10 years later, look how big the shit became. But even though Star Wars in general has already been big since way before I was a kid, but, you know, now they're actually filling in a lot of blanks, and hopefully they could clear up all the mess that all the new movies kind of started doing. And quiet as kept, I really hope so. So, I mean, considering the fact that, like, the new movies were cool. Force Awakens was probably the best one to me personally. But even with that, just for how they led up to everything else, and everything was just, like, how the last 2 movies ended up, I'm like, this cannot be what we were actually aiming for. You know what I'm saying? But then we get movies like Rogue One. I mean, even with Solo, a Star Wars movie, a Star Wars story, I mean, it has its place and whatnot. So, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it for its attempt, but I think it was just that maybe for it to be a movie, it would have been better if it was a show, I think. I mean, honestly, they didn't have to explain the Kessler Run and whatnot. I mean, sometimes it's good just to keep the lore the way it is and keep it as a mystery. Like, I didn't really need to see the Kessel Run in its entirety. I mean, that was the thing that made Han Solo who he was, but I mean, you didn't really have to see it. But I mean, shit. But then also keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff that they kind of left unanswered And, like, for now, when you got stuff like Mandalorian, which happens 5 years after the events of, happens 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, and it's kind of like, damn, this is the kind of shit that, and it's great. I mean, it works very well for itself. And Quiet as Kept, for me to even like it's making all the stuff even better. Like even the prequels is starting to look good with all the stuff that they're adding to it and making sense to everything that's been going on. So I mean, and I even gave shit to the prequels back in the day, but now it's kind of like you're starting to actually appreciate the value even a little bit more. Like, even watching Revenge of the Sith, it's kind of like, okay. Or if you watch Clone Wars, you can actually see exactly what's going on. So, I mean, there's a lot to it that's actually making the prequels more beneficial to appreciate the prequels better, because, like, we're actually getting the stuff in between the movies that we really don't see. And I wish they could do that with most of the other ones as well. So, I mean, because it's like, it kind of left everything flat with, like, well, not with the prequels anymore, because you got Clone Wars and you got the animated stuff. But, a lot of people ain't gonna watch all the animated stuff because, it's just for kids. And let me tell you something. That shit is not all just for kids. Okay, I mean, it was on Cartoon Networks, that's right. It wasn't like just for kids back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's just so much stuff going on with Star Wars right now to where, we got Kenobi coming out pretty soon. I mean, we got Ewan McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader. And that's going to be a trip in all itself, because not only he's going to be in Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but he's also going to be in Ahsoka Tano's series as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's being branched off to where it's like, it's going to start making sense somewhere along the lines to where it's like the puzzle. It's like a big ass puzzle. Now all the pieces are starting to connect. So that's a plus, bro. I'm not even gonna front. That is actually great. And I mean, and I'm loving the fact that Boba Fett is back and he's like hardcore. Oh my god. If anybody, and I gotta do a quick fire review on the last episode of, I gotta do a couple episodes of Mandalorian quick fire reviews, but man, when he had his dad's when he had the space his ship back and he did that little bomb shit, oh my god, that mess was just so classic. Oh man, I mean, it's just, man, I'm loving it. I mean, right now Star Wars really can't go wrong. I mean, right now, Mandalorian is probably the only reason why a lot of people has Disney Plus right now till, like, the Marvel stuff really starts kicking in. But until that time, man, dude, I cannot, dog. Star Wars right now is off the hook, and it's starting to make some serious traction. So, man, oh man, woo! But I know I want to get in here and do my thing real quick. I just wanted to jump on and say what's up to all of y'all. Wanted to say what's up. I know I haven't really done one of these in a while, and especially haven't done one in the car. I mean, in the car or whatnot. So, I mean, and honestly, I mean, that's how I kind of got started, and I'm just, I kind of miss doing it too. So I'm gonna start trying to, like, get in between doing both of them at Studio One and Studio Two. So, either way, I'm going to get off the hook real quick, but I just wanted to let you know, you guys. Like I said, this is the In My Mind segment on Late for the Party on Anchor FM and Late for the Party Live. Like I said, you guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and support the podcast. and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, check out all the cool merch on the Late for the Party store on Teespring.com. The link will be in the description once I upload this video to my social media. So, which is Coverboy127 on... Oh, God, that's a lot. The link will be in the description once I upload everything to my social media. I'm going to keep it short and sweet so I can just let you guys know, all right? But either way, I am your host, Melodious, a.k.a. Coverboy, the Modern Marvel, also known as the Madman Harry Librea, signing off. And as always, you guys, if you're going to be late for the party, turn it up to 11.